Hey, what's up? It's your kid 50 Cent. What's the talk in New York, Tony Yayo.
This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I hope you guys are having a great day. This is going to be a throwback. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Bear with me. I'm going to get some other news together. I just wanted to throw something out that, it's kind of relevant, sort of, because, Nas just released Lost Tapes 2. And Nas has been doing, he did the Drink Champs and everything. But, there's some history there that didn't get really tackled. Like, he didn't even ask Nas about, he had 50 Cent first. Remember? He was rolling, 50 was rolling with Nas when he was on Sony. Before he went over to Dre and Eminem and got dropped by Sony, he was on tour with Nas. So he was tight with Nas. And he told a great story of how Nas was thirsty for Cormega's girl, and had 50 try to link him up. So check out this story. 50 Cent's always entertaining. As I said, this is
Carmen to Mega, cause he called me to get Holly number in Queens, Circle 5, and Mega was messing with it at the time. He was tight at Mega at the time. He sent me to go get the number. I went through there. And then after that, it was like he called me 3 times that night to tell me what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did the Jennifer Lopez joint, I did a remix for Jennifer, because the first thing I did is Puffy called me back to help him with the Make This Money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And after I did that, then I was working with Jennifer. I did a remix on one of her joints. And then Irv started crying, and Donnie and them, and was like, yo, what are you going to do? This guy's exactly what he says he is on these records. You know what I mean? Why you want to do business? What happens when he gets mad and he does something to Jennifer? So he was kind of using me against me at the time, and then they pulled back off. He was like, use Nas. Nas just beat Jay-Z. They just went through the ether, that little back and forth thing. You know what I'm saying? And then Nas ended up doing the record. I wasn't mad that he did the record. I was mad that he didn't call me. You called me 3 times to ask me about Mega's girl. And then you didn't call me when you did the record though.
800-585-1051. It's the world famous DJ Clue Desert Storm. We're gonna talk more with 50. We got much to talk about. We're gonna talk to Yayo too. Yeah. Here's number 1 song on the countdown tonight. Write your songs down. If you wanna win 50 songs on iTunes, get it? 50 songs on iTunes for free. If you have all 7 songs, we're down the bonus joint. Pat 1051 Desert Storm Radio, y'all.
Yeah. I run New York.
My nigga. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, you be getting out, yeah.
You be creeping, man. Now, you do be by yourself, bro. Now, I was in the car. Everyone was in the limo, though.
So they was in the car?
Yeah, in the car. I be doing that, though, because it's like...
I mean, you're good anyway. Me, I be tripping. I be, I be keeping these riding around me, behind me and stuff. Yeah.
This is what it is.
I be by myself in the car, waiting for him to jump out like this just me. Them niggas is gonna get out the back and man down. As soon as you do, I'm telling you. They already get the program. You already know what it's about.
SSK, baby. Shoot, stab,
kill.
The human shield thing.
You was encouraging it. Huh?
I didn't say that.
You straight encouraged it. You just straight, you was like, you encouraged it.
Don't get me involved in it.
You gonna be there first because you can't move quick, so I'm not worried.
I'm gonna have it like this.
You okay? Try to hold me if you want to.
Comment on the cover?
Okay. Keep playing.
Carmen?
Why they look so thin now, man?
Common sense. They're going out of business.
Jeez. No pun intended. Remember how thick the Source magazine used to be? Yeah,
they got.
Jeez.
Another set of headphones?
That's fucked up?
Yeah.
You got my headphones? So what? They get less pages? So the less money they make, they get less pages.
Give me those, yeah. No, use it.
I get some money.
Money I got, I get it.
What's he say?
Huh?
He said what you mean?
Yeah, he in the car.
He said he's gonna throw him in the audience.
Man, that sounds like a key. So you'd have been there to me like, you missed up playing.
That nigga came in there, he got on Rockin' Republic jeans. I said, when you start wearing Rockin' Republic? He said, I'm 10,000 a month. So I said, I know, I gotta pay.
10,000 a month.
Man, he gonna bet Yayo on the fight.
He bet. I told him bet $100 because he had Winky. I had Bernard. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you sure you want to bet $100, nigga? That nigga said, matter of fact, bet 200. That's 10,000 a month, nigga.
His mom's letting him spend money too.
Give me 200 right now. Get that from him.
Yeah, I was getting ready to come out there too that weekend. I was in Nashville. I had to go out there the buck right quick before. Yeah,
I like him, but you better stop.
huh?
I was telling him I like him, but you better stop. Because these two right here, you don't understand what I go through. Between
Yeah.
him and Garnett, I don't smoke, but I need to go catch some once in a while. I need to catch them up. You know, it's funny.
Live, and of course, we got to add too.
I worked for Sony right after you left.
Yeah?
I got there in 2001. Chris Green. Me and Chris used to work together.
Wow.
Well, he's like,
It's straight intern
and
for him.
Footy.
Oh, footy. That's
Without being able to be sent to the store when I was there as an artist, I used to go every day. I was with Ron Archer in the product manager department. I was with Lenny Hernandez in the A&R space, OJ Warman in the street department, him and Footy, Yvette Gale in publicity, Julian was in the art department. What? Yeah, he was. And Shaka was doing radio.
Right.
Shaka Zulu was there. Wow. Mark Jordan was like, I think he was the general manager at that point. Nicky Martin was A&R administration. And who else? Tony Pokenham was
I went there.
doing lunch.
Yeah, I went in David. What's this dude's last name? I went in David's office. I was like, yo. I was on Epic too. I had a deal on Epic. Tom Latour just gave me my deal. Like, yo, we gotta get 50 back, man. Like, for real. They was like, they looked at me like I had 5 foreheads. They said, yo, man. I'm like, yo, we gotta get 50. Like, nah, we can't. Like, yo, we gotta. So at like, it took me like a day and a half, and they approved it. I'm like, yo, we gotta do this.
You know what's crazy is they was so scared. They was terrifying me after that Hit Factory.
Yeah.
There always some suckers, B. Let me tell you, the door was super narrow, right? We in the hallway upstairs in Hit Factory, them little rooms they got upstairs.
Yeah.
It's super narrow, right? They
That
came
shit was dumb small.
and closed the door. The door that they was in, my jacket is in their room. Look, there's 2 doors right here, right? My jacket is in this one. The hallway's narrow enough for us to walk through, that's it. They come close this door. They in there, they just let them close the door. My gun is in the jacket in that room. So we gotta go through the scrapping on this side. The boy gets stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
The DJ, Clue, at this time I ain't got no money. I'm not paying them. How am I supposed to control what he does after that? He's looking at it like it's payday. Oh, they're gonna pay for this.
Yeah.
They feeling like I'm supposed, like I'm doing it.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Like I'm telling them to do that. So you know how the old heads deal with anything. You know what I mean? So that's why I go down when we go down. But the whole situation was bugged out. But they got my fucking pistol in the other room. Sitting there. I'm not gonna go after these niggas done ran down. I can't even get my pistol. I want to shoot a nigga going down the steps.
If that pistol was in that
It would have
room,
been alright if I did that. It would have been self-defense still. Because all that many people came in there, whole different thing.
if that pistol was
I
in
would've
that
changed
room,
everything.
Oh my shit.
Better I'd have let the swim me off in there with a bunch of niggas too. Bang! Niggas been back. 2 niggas get hit by 1 bullet.
Can you tell Mark
Yeah, but then if that would have happened, this situation right here might not have happened. So you gotta know what I'm saying? Everything has for a reason.
That's true. No, thank you. I appreciate you.
Now
But when you gonna do it, you want it to go the other way.
Okay.
Because I'm like, what? Then I didn't even go to the hospital. The little scratch I had only was with 3 stitches.
Yeah, you're back.
I didn't go to I went home. And I'm in the radio hearing I went to the hospital. So they had me, I was like, alright. That's when it just
I left with 2
the
scratches.
day after.
You know what I mean?
That's
Right there and right there. 2
Okay.
scratches. That's all bitch ass niggas could do. You know what I mean?
Call Dad.
They always make it bigger than it is. But
Yeah, she's gonna bring it up for my birthday.
he be ready to
I forgot to
Yeah,
call
some
you
bullshit.
earlier. I know you're in bed. Call me when you get out. Call me tomorrow.
Cause I don't like nobody. Just 50, man. Shit. Program. Machine. Gave you the lifetime passes and you're good.
I'm good.
Fuck everybody.
I'm like this.
Yayo's
I'm
good.
like this in Estonia, like this. Getting paid more than my album being out. 50 Cent.
He get paid what both Banks and Buck was getting on stage. I mean, I would have to pay taxes
Seniority.
if I kept it anyway. Now, the same money I would give them two on stage with me because it's just me and him, he's getting that money. So.
That's why I just shut my mouth.
Fucking right.
And just chill.
I'm mad at you right
Yo,
now. You
that
gonna let
wasn't
him,
me. That was
let him
him.
do a shield. I mean, damn. Like, oh, he just, you know, said he gonna do this and you gonna shield me. You know, we condoned it. Like, it's cool. Like, yes, right? You gonna let him beat you in
No,
trouble.
it was the way
What
he said
had
it.
happened was, what had
And we
happened
do
He
it.
got on his name, Robbie. Everybody's been going in lately.
Praising it too.
He been going in.
Hey,
What's poppin', man?
what's up, baby?
What's up?
Came in with the shades on, like,
Blessed to be stressed, big baby.
What's
What's up, homie? I know. What's up, Yayo?
How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. Illuminati. Appreciate it, yo.
What's happening? What's up with you, Rick?
I was in the crib chilling. Good. Getting ready to go home.
What?
You don't want to go bowling.
Tony and Nas already told me the story.
Tony Nas lying to y'all beat the shit out of
No, they told me. They was like, yo,
Nah,
Doug is
I
nice.
was just with Tony. He said he scraped.
Yeah.
Tony scraping me.
I'm
You
saying
working
good.
the fuck
You know,
out,
man.
man.
Nah,
That's what I do. Yo, my shit is on the car, son.
Yeah, I told him said he scraped you. I just had dinner with him.
Me. Yo, you know,
You said your
you
game's
take it over
good.
three
You said you
game.
scraped them.
You take it over 3-game series, man. The same thing in league. Tony Bowl 1-200 and then a 134. Every
I'm
time
starting
we
out
finish, I put it up on.
185.
I put it up on the thing. Said, look at the average. I'll bust your ass. I'm telling you right now.
I got my
Not a
bowling ball in
problem.
the trunk.
Shit is in the car right
My
now.
shit too. I'm about to leave and go to church.
Oh, y'all
Well,
niggas
I'm
serious.
leaving right after this with y'all niggas.
That's how I
said, I got my
live.
shit.
I'm leaving right
Let me
after
tell you
this
something.
with
Ever
y'all.
since I went that club and I'm still going to court behind that fucking assault charge, I keep my ass out of trouble by being in the bowling alley. That's where I'm at. I don't fuck with nobody. Don't talk to me. I'm bowling. Leave me the fuck
He said,
alone.
don't talk to me, I'm bowling.
My headphones on. The
Yeah, I got
ball.
the weed. The weed has a bowling thing. Yeah, you go. That's we talk about some fun shit. I hit a 200 on the weed with the
Oh, we
weed bowling.
there.
Yo,
We there tonight.
the weed's nice.
You did a 200 on a week.
Yo, I'm telling you,
Yo,
we
weed-
did
yo,
my
weed is
sister
crazy.
did last week, and I'm telling you.
Yeah, I love that weed ball.
Yes, I got a 200 on that. I got a turkey.
I got a turkey.
I got a
You play
turkey.
the golf too? You play the golf?
I ain't do the golf
You
yet.
gotta play the golf. I'm +4 on 9 holes, which is damn good.
You can play golf for real, though?
Pull out the car.
Yeah, I've been going to the range. I can hit it by
It's after the
100
turkey. That's only 3
yards,
strikes.
maybe.
Turkey.
I
Yeah.
just I
That
got
shit hard to do.
My
Yeah.
hook game.
Play golf.
I took
Yeah,
Jack.
this shit is an amazing game.
The hook game is official though.
He was like, yo, I'm not bowling.
Oh,
Yeah, we get real
I don't do
competitive with
that
bowl.
shit. I said, all right, cool. I'm getting lane.
None of that shit.
He's chilling on the side, not talking to nobody. I'm like, Banks, you sure you don't want bowl? Banks like, I'm not bowling.
What's up, Hank?
I don't do that shit. I swear to God, 10 minutes later, this nigga, you know, he got that heavy ass arm and shit.
Bowling is
Yo,
crazy.
for 3 hours straight, just bowls. Like,
Yeah, bowling's the truth.
But I ain't bowler. Bowlers,
I said, nigga, I
nigga.
think you was gonna bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
Bowl's
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Frank told me to go. Yeah, that's what we
no,
do.
that's you got the shoes and the ball. Yeah, the club, I got the outfit.
You're a bowler, though.
Yeah, that's the outfit. My dad.
We supposed to be
Real competitive.
Yeah.
Real competitive. You like the game.
Yeah, man. Pat 1051 Desert Storm Radio. World famous DJ Clue, Desert Storm. 50 Cent Yayo in the building.
Yeah, man.
Queens is definitely in here.
South.
When they talk about Queens, they don't be including 50 all the time, man. You gotta include 50.
Yeah, man. How you be forgetting me? That's crazy.
They don't know about all the times. They don't know about South Road, Gabru.
Yeah.
They don't know about all the parties like we did with Cheeks back in the day. They don't know about none of that. Jam Master Jay. They don't know about none of that. So we gotta let them know. Ed Love in the building too. Ed was
Yeah.
good. Queens aficionado.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then OG Bobby Johnson.
Clue, you changed the mixtape game too, though.
I tried.
Clue
man, I
was the
tried.
mixtape.
You remember?
game.
Because you remember at a point, You had Grandmaster Vic, Dog Time, everybody was
Ike
blending.
Love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Dirty Harry.
But that's when DJs were still DJ.
And then you came with the exclusives, my crew.
Yeah, like that's when they was still
Messed the whole game up.
cool. It was still like where they was actually blends and really taking it and making something different out of the music. You know what I'm saying? Like
Grandmaster
at this
Vic.
point right now, I mean, the guy who could just get a new record.
Exclusive. That was
It's
cool.
Basically, what I was doing, I would do tapes, go record them, go to Jamaica at like around 6 when the Coliseum block was
Yeah.
popping, and go knock off mad mixtapes, right?
Yeah.
But then I said, yo, I gotta go uptown. And when I got uptown, it was Ron G, Capri, Doo-Wop, SNS. It was mad competition uptown.
Yeah.
And they was doing, I was selling blend tapes and they was moving a little something. But the hip hop tapes was moving out the window. So I had to go for it.
Now I remember when it used to be
It was
like
definitely.
the different when the rapper's album was coming at different points, and they just get crazy because they have to start their record off. They go to Clue and get it
You
hot
got to.
Yep.
right quick.
You got to.
I remember that I was smart enough to take even my first tape, 50 Cent of the Future, had 4 freestyles on it that had previously been on Clue tapes.
Yeah, Sean Money used to come before y'all got on. He used to come to the station every Monday with or every other Monday with a new joint come up in the, the
Yeah.
maroon Tahoe, pull up.
And come get to you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was official.
Alright.
Now 50, out of the artists out there right now, who do you respect? Who do you mess with?
I like Pimp C, man. I ain't gonna front. I like what he's saying and everything right now. I do, man. Like it's crazy. Like I did a record with them called As the World Turns in '98.
Wow.
I did a record with them before Big Pimpin', before all of that happened, But I've been listening to them, checking them out. You know what I'm saying? And then, I kind of understand like where you at right now. You're a little frustrated.
Now,
But
do you mess with anybody on the top 10 list? Let's see, we got MTV's list was Lil Wayne, T.I., The Game, Andre 3000, Kanye West, Jeezy, Jay-Z, yourself, Common, and Jim Jones.
Yeah. Well, I like Lil Wayne is cool. You know what I'm saying? He make decent music. I had to, I throw him a little nudge recently because he was making some decisions I wasn't sure what he was trying to do.
What kind of decisions?
Like with them making Ja Rule records and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But away from that, Jeezy, he's alright. You know what I'm saying? I like who else? Andre 3000. I always thought he was great. I was supposed to do a song with him on The Massive.
Right.
Creatively, I think he can go somewhere that the rest of those artists that we just mentioned can't even go. You just be in a different space, a zone where you might create something and Lord knows what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Just walk in the studio, come out with something special.
You also did a record with, I don't know if it's a record, but you did a little medley with Jay. You off for the Reebok joint.
Yeah. We got together on that, and they should look forward to hearing me and Jay together on Eminem's next project. Cause
Everything's cool with you and Eminem, right?
Yeah.
Because there's rumors out there saying that you're not messing with Em and Dre. You about to leave. You know how people talk.
They always say that, but like right now, cause after this album, I got one more album to fulfill my album requirements for
And then it's
Ensco.
really over.
And then, like every other deal, you renegotiate.
Wow.
Free agent.
I just want to broker the deal, man. I'll go for 10%, 5, 1. Ain't the nigga to know.
We make it happen. But who else was on that list?
Jim Jones, Common. You ain't comment about T.I.
Common Sense. He be saying some
Games.
some joints. Yeah, I don't care for Game. I think he's a good rapper. I don't think he's a great songwriter. You know what I mean? And who else? Jim Jones. I always say I made a conscious decision not to put Jim Jones in a situation with Cameron, because I think he's held Dipset down, pretty much with that Ballin' record.
Right.
You know what I mean? Without that, I don't even want to hear the name Dipset right now. So he's good. I think in the future he'll be able to come up with something. Stack ain't around.
That's my dude right there. Rest in peace, Stack Bundles.
Stack Bundles.
He was a big help.
Stack gets it in.
Yeah.
So,
You know what I mean? So who else you mess with out there, man? Other than that,
Wow.
what's in 50 City changing, man?
Right now, man, ain't much in there. You know what I mean? I ain't really. It ain't.
iPod, something.
Yo, listen. Like, when I get ready to go make a tape, I went to make a mixtape, and it was tough. And to me, that's like, man, there ain't no music out.
First of all, your last mixtape you came out with, before I came to your crib, I was like, B, that tape was hard.
2050, yeah.
Oh, man.
That was crazy. But I mean, I had all the right pieces.
That was an album right there. That was a real album right there.
Pieces out there. But now it's tougher because the kind of records that are connected are like, production-wise, are something that only works in certain markets.
Right.
Like, probably like a Rockstar is a great record. It's a big record. But it's not what you want to hear 50 Cent over. You know what I mean? The content, the type of music that I would write, there's nothing there for me to actually work with. Hey, baby. Like, I got to rap over that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, to make a hot, right now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at some points, it was enough hot music out at one point where you could just take 4 records that's working on radio right now in the top 10 and make that joint. Like, you see everybody doing I Get Money over right now.
What made you go back to grandma's basement and go write I Get Money?
You know what it is? It's like, I'm sitting there, I was in a funky space, I ain't gonna front. Like, you know, creatively, I usually can write wherever I'm at. Like, I don't have a rhyme book or nothing like that. If I sat down, I gotta write the punchlines that they be, writing punchlines. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm gonna find the right music and I'm gonna write a song. You know what I mean? And
I write the check before the baby comes. Who the hell cares?
yeah. This is what comes out when I start telling you how I really feel. You know what I'm saying? And the difference is the reality, that my lifestyle, the reality of what I'm saying to you on the actual record. Because someone else could write the same record and tell you I get money, and they tell you things that you're not sure. When I tell you I write the check before the baby comes, I took my son's mom to child support. Wow. I mean, I took her to tell me how much to pay her. Doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? My baby's in the truck now. She was holding him hostage. I got him.
She's holding him hostage.
Yeah.
She's out shopping now, though.
Yeah, he downstairs listening to me now. He probably saying, "You crazy, daddy."
Are you gonna let him rap?
Nah,
I heard he raps.
He like production at the time, so I used it for Young Buck's viral campaign, and I put his album release at the intro and the outro of the actual videos, so you couldn't miss his album release date. And I set it off, and I let Cam run. And what you do is they counted the combined hits of everything that had 50 Cent on it. So if it says 50 Cent, if it says Cameron 50 Cent this, if it says Game 50 Cent this, or anything that says 50 Cent, all of it that gets hit, YouTube looks at it and credits it to 50 Cent for traffic driven to YouTube. And this is what allowed me to be able to do the YouTube You Rap contest. And it's a beautiful thing. When you got people that are asleep at the wheel, they're off to see the wizard saying, if I only had a brain, you got to use them.
Now, that beef wasn't that serious. Is it like squashing it? Like, would you squash the beef? Like,
you know what it is? That was competition. That was just competing. I mean, if you got an actual issue with someone, it's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you said something out your mouth, like, of course I look at him like, Bozo, the kid, he was on the road. See, really what happens is they get away.
Y'all had actual reenactments and stuff, actors.
That was hell. Come on, Aaron Flex was helping him. He's being nice to him. Like, giving him the, whoa! When he said something, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's helping him. But on Up and Up, for real, it's no way, it's no match. This guy sold 200,000 copies on his last album. Sold $9.7 million.
Would you squash?
No. I'm fine with where it is now. When you're winning, you can just keep winning.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. What? I'll leave it alone. I won't bring it up anymore. Like, BT, they asked me, they said, what happened with the Cameron thing, because they didn't hear anything anymore. And I said, I didn't hear anything either. You know what I'm saying? Last hour, boy got punched in the eye, and that was it. Kid must have knocked the sense of humor out of him. Because he stopped being so funny. You know what I mean? But this comes from Jay-Z, though. It's Jay-Z's fault. See, because Jay-Z let him get away with it. Then he jumped out at me. See, Jay could have got in and spanked him. I'm going to see Jay ruin somebody's career. Like, he should just say, you know what? When it comes time to market his album and he say $15 million for me, $1 million for you, Nas, next time just say $16 million for me. Nothing for another artist.
50 stays shooting, man. He stays shooting, man.
You know what I mean?
He stays shooting,
Jay's a serious businessman, man. Shout out to Jay-Z, man.
800-585-1051. It's world famous DJ Clue Desert Storm. We in the building. 50 Cent Yayo's here, man. Power 1051, y'all.
Clue still got love for Nas no matter what. You see that curve? He was like, yo, listen, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. My man. Still my man. That's the curve Flex was doing. That's what Ray was doing. Whoa. Whoa, buddy.
Yo, seriously, Nas ain't never got nothing negative to say about you, son. He always say good shit about you.
Look. I don't hate Nas, man. I don't hate him. I don't understand him. I swear to God, that's what it is. Man. It's not, listen, if I face to face with him right now, tell me if I meet him, I'll do something to him, no. I meet him, what is going on with you, dude? Like, I don't understand where you... Make me understand and then we could be all right. But other than that, then you can stay over there because I don't know who you are tomorrow. See, if you, look, do you see consistency in who I am?
Definitely.
I don't know nothing different from this. So they may be able to beat me at doing something else, but being 50 Cent, they're not gonna beat me at that. This is me.
Come with a record, wild out on somebody first, just to, you know what I'm saying?
Increase the soap opera.
Yeah, why not? Just, working from there.
You know how hard it is to get a record. You make music.
Of course.
So if you know why that momentum is there and you start doing it, they'll make this mistake. They'll jump out there at you when they can't create that record right there. It's like the science behind it is easy. You know Fat Joe ain't never gonna have a record bigger than Lean Back again. It's not. It's a big record. That record had its moment. It was like you see how I get it feel right now in the club? Lean Back felt like that at one point.
Lean Back.
Yeah, and it wasn't just his record. It was a group on the record, but it had its moment, that record. So you know he ain't gonna do bigger than that. If he don't sell no records off that, he ain't gonna sell no records. You know, it's like, what's the kid, Bubba Sparks? Like he'll have big radio records, right? They'll work at radio big time, and then no sales. So you go, what's the matter? When it doesn't connect, sales-wise, it goes, they don't believe the artist. They're not buying into him.
Pat 1051 Desert Storm Radio, world famous DJ Clue, Desert Storm. Yayo's in the building. 50
What's
Cent.
up, Clue?
What's up, Yayo? What's up, the new project, baby?
Everything good, man.
You gave me a smoke and then you got low on me, man.
Just working, man. Just working, man.
I gotta come back to the office or something?
Right now, it's all about that Curtis album being installed soon.
Then we building the G unit
You know
out.
what I mean? And then we working on the
Yeah,
G
we
unit.
can talk about that. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Trips to Miami and all. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been working, man. Been working. You know?
We got some heat. I got some joint. I joined a deal with Swiss.
Fire.
Both of us on the record.
And a joint with Timberland, a couple of joints we doing. So we working on that G unit out, man.
I'm leaving y'all with a CD. You better believe that.
Yeah, we need some.
Do it, man. Working.
Definitely. So what can we? Who's gonna be on the G Unit album?
Well, me, Banks, Buck.
Me, Banks,
Yeah.
Buck.
So everything's cool, Buck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything good, bro.
You know what it is? He's emotional and he be high. So Buck say whatever. You know, when he's high, he's like, whatever. He'll get back to you afterwards. But, you know, to me, they're like my younger brothers.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So he's going to make mistakes. He's going to do what he's going to do. Me, I make mistakes. It's just mostly mine are behind the scenes. It's not usually right in front of the microphone, in front of everybody. You know what I mean?
So yo, man, in the future, what can we expect from 50 Cent? You got the movies coming out soon.
Yeah, the movies. And then, I mean,
Al Pacino, wow,
it's a big one.
it's a big move.
Yeah, Righteous Kill. I feel good about it. I mean, outside of that, like, new business ventures. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I'm getting ready to be working with this dietary supplement company.
Yo, man, I'm just mad that the last movie. How could you not include Clue in the movie? Clue was part of the picture, man. Clue was part of the picture. Sean Money's supposed to come to the radio station with the records, and we supposed to be. It's supposed to be popping.
We need to do a part 2 to that.
Yeah, you gotta work me in this. somehow.
After we leave this stage, right? Because I ended the movie like this. Then we got to start from right there. When I leave the stage, do
I
part
used to
2.
call his kids. After he got shot, ask him who was the first one to call his grandmother's house looking
Nah,
for
he
him.
dead. Already dead. You think I forgot? I ain't forget that.
I called, make sure he was good.
Word.
Grandma said, he's not here right now, but he'll get back to you soon.
Yeah, like, I'm here high.
Yeah.
They tell I banged up
He
bad.
went to South Road looking at all that.
Man, I'm back and forth around. You know what I do? Like, when I come back on the tour, I got to go back around there to kind of feel like what's going on. It's bad around in there. Nothing. Like, they can't even get the money we was getting on the curb. It's crazy.
It was serious around there.
Yeah.
I try to stay out of that though. You know what I'm saying? I never really did that kind of thing, but I try to stay out of it. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Cool, you're a smart guy, man.
Hey, but you know, he knows everybody.
The thing is, all the bad guys in my neighborhood that I grew up watching, they all in jail or they going. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it doesn't last long, but what it does is it gives them the same feeling that I feel now. It's crazy, but this is what we was after.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what we was after. We just had the wrong direction. You know what I mean? Like when you go, like we go to the line at the club or you go somewhere, the guy that's a problem and everybody knows is active, don't stand on line. So they come here, son. They move him to the front. It's the same treatment they give me now when they see it's me. You see what I'm saying? It's just a different way of achieving that. I mean, I guess if they feel like if we can't have it, if it can't be all good, at least.
I never really heard of you starting no trouble though. I mean, I heard of you starting trouble the last time, probably like some fashion show or something. Someone had to get handled. You know.
But you know what it is? You know what it is? And I think they be forgetting. Sometimes, like, you know what it is? Because they look at it and they go, he's a smart guy. And hear me talk in different places. I guess they expect me to be like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, word of mother, son, and then this, every 2 seconds. But they listen to me and they go, well, he knows what he's doing because they watch the business ventures and everything else work. And then they go, well, let me try him. See what happens.
We know what it is with 50, man. It's a certain smile,
You know what I mean?
and a certain word. Like, yeah, you're right, sir. And then he just did all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 50 dudes just come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, move him.
Yeah, this is a certain word. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what happened, though. We was at the Fat Farm show.
Okay.
Hey, Fat. Russell came over and was like, hey, how'd you get out of jail that fast? Because I went to jail that day in the afternoon. In the Lamborghini.
Right.
Hey, well, they took me to the precinct.
I think everyone does that, though. Everyone gets like, I mean, you know, you get a certain feeling. You just got the Lambo, no place. I want to drive this thing. It costs a lot of money.
You know what happens? Look, not even the place was on it. That was Will.
Unique.
Will's a sucker, man.
Yo,
Will's a sucker, man. I appreciate you.
We'll left
Will
the
owe me
place,
some,
so-
yo, he promised me some rims about 3 years ago. I haven't
Give
seen
up
them
the rims,
since.
Will.
Give
We
up the
gonna have
ribs,
to come
Will.
looking for him. He
I'ma
be
call
playing
him
games.
for you, Cool. I got
He be
you.
playing games, Cool. Let me tell you what he do. He sends the car, right, on a flatbed. Because he was supposed to be fixing one of the wheels because it came from Los Angeles. Because he got California plates on the joint. So he sends it on a flatbed, and the car, you know how a Lamborghini is, you can't see. If you sit down in it, you can't see the back of the car, period. Like, it's just because the back is higher than the front of the car. So I get in the car, he got a Unique Auto sticker over the license plate because he planned to film me receiving the car.
Yeah, it just sounds just
And I'm like, nah, I'm
just
not.
like him.
He want to use the footage for his show. I'm like, nah, I'm not filming. Just give me my car, man. Then I get in the car and drive.
This car, he wouldn't hold you up.
I drive 3 blocks, man. They said, and they done ran up. They had to run me before they actually even pulled me over because he was like, "You step out of the car, please." I said, "No license, registration, no nothing." Hold on a second. Call my lawyer right there on 33rd Street. I said, "They taking me down."
Yeah, it's going down.
I'm going down. Right, because I knew I ain't had a license, so.
No doubt. Yo, man, I ain't gonna hold you up too long, man. God thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Anytime.
the album was September 11th.
Yep, September 11th.
It's called Curtis.
Curtis. In stores.
Okay, that's what it is. We're gonna need some exclusives on that though.
Oh man, I got
But
something.
I'm gonna need y'all to come back like on a Friday or something and do the dumb out.
And get
Everyone,
busy.
yeah, just rap and just. You
We
know,
need that.
Whatever you need.
They ain't had something in a long
I
time.
need y'all to come back with the old, the when it was called the unit
The
before the
real
G,
unit.
before the G was the unit.
And
I need you to come back and wild out.
get busy. I'm with it.
No doubt. All right, man. 50 Cent, man. You want to talk to him before we leave, man? 800-585-1051. It's the World Famous DJ Clue, Desert Storm, Power 1051, Desert Storm Radio, y'all.
Yeah, tell Fab and Banks to make that record.
Do it. Set it up.
That record's fire.
I think
200,
they
that
should
shit a minute ago.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get you just to introduce the triple mix, the songs you want to play.
Yep. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yes.
Yo, I'm cool.
They was chill.
Yeah,
Nelson said he was gonna use that like a human shit.
And he laughed at it and condoned it. Like, it's
It
cool.
was the way he said it.
You're nuts. You gotta do me a favor. Let's hurry up and do that so you can go sit.
Okay, cool. So go then. We actually gonna be there Friday, because Friday he's gotta go to.
I would have checked, man.
Yeah, the weekend. Cause he went to, huh?
Okay.
They got on, I think 18.
I thought it was.
But by the time, you can work it out. Yeah, you ain't stay. Stay. If he won it.
He got it.
Yeah, I know he got
He
it.
got the 2 max out contracts. So.
And I got the, I'm gonna get me something else.
You want something like Evander's neighborhood? You been out
Yeah,
here yet?
yeah.
That's too hard. I thought he was selling.
And they got a fortress.
I think so.
Selling that.
The gate is super long, huh? They got like a brick gate. Like,
Jermaine Dupree's mother lives in the neighborhood on this side, and he owns this whole side.
yeah,
It's crazy.
That's nuts.
stupid thing.
He got
I'm
the
here,
big
I'm gonna
boxing
tell
glove on the shit.
Yeah.
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 11 kids, so you gotta fight.
11 kids? That nigga better fight somebody right now. He better not leave. You know how much that costs?
All of them live on, everybody live on the property. That big ass property you got.
Nigga, you causing everybody with a baby mother trouble. Tell you that right now.
Hey, what we gonna do?
He's
Ed?
Raul,
You in the studio?
I know him well,
Okay,
B.
Yeah. But you let me tell you, he's not even dealing with a case. He done sent somebody else to deal with it. He know ain't no money for over here.
Now, when people heard that number, they was like, yo, hold the fuck up.
Nah, you know what? Cause and they didn't give, that wasn't the real number. That was the first time you go. They told me to keep the upkeep of the house. They don't know. I paid 1.5 million for the house, but I bought it.
Right.
So they ain't no upkeep on the living. It's just whatever the monthly payment is. And I've been paying all the bills for the last 6 years. So ain't no back support. It's just that one, whatever they say is from now on. Yeah. Divorce. It's fucked up.
Increase on me, man.
Yeah. Nah, because you know what they feel like? They feel like the largest asset in a relationship is the male's career.
Right.
Period. They just feel that way just because, I mean, in the workspace, the average working person, the male will move up before the woman does, regardless of how smart they actually are.
For every dollar we make, they make about 70 cents.
Yeah.
So they feel like, you gotta knock it down. I know that. I just went and paid my child support before I came over here. I was in the bank.
He said, here you go.
There you go. Put that in her account right there.
She good.
Start bugging. It'll be on the 28th. Can you go in early? No.
No.
The first, and that's when you're getting it. You're not getting
So,
it. Day before that.
you wanna
She
record
looking
that
for-
so we go.
For the drop?
Yeah. One.
Try to keep it at 30 seconds.
Okay. Kyle 105.
Kyle 105.
No.
Stone Radio.
Kyle 105.1. That's Storm Radio Triple Mix. It's your boy 50 Cent. We're gonna get to the #1 joint. I just gotta do 3 drops, right?
Huh?
In between, how we doing it?
Nah,
You put up live
Oh,
right
okay.
now, right?
1, 2.
Stand the building. Shutting down your night.